Hi guys, Steph here. Right, we've got for you another lovely pen. So this pen came from, well, one of the pen holes in the past. I had a rummage through, I found it, I thought, well, there you go. That doesn't deserve to be in the drawer. It deserves for somebody to actually use it and enjoy it. So, excuse me, I restored it and it's ready to go to find a new home. So as you can see, it's the Summit pen, and to the side there, made in England by Summit Pen Company Limited, London and Liverpool. Now, very briefly, the Summit pen manufacturer, in my opinion, are very, very much underrated pens. They made some very nice and very nice pens, and some very, very sought after pens as well. And the manufacture of these pens are absolutely superb. The quality is excellent and as good as any of the manufacturers of the period. Now, who are Summit pens? Very briefly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to read sort of a brief history from the Summit Pen Company website. And on their site, it says that it began with the K and Company, Liscard in Liverpool, who were established around about 1895. And the first pen that the company was actually, that they produced, was the Queen, a black chased, a black chased hard rubber eyedropper. And then Lang and Company Limited were established around about 1899. Lang and Company Limited and a newly formed sister company, Curzon, Lloyd and McGregor Limited, moved into premises in Liverpool. So CLM Limited changed its name to Curzon Limited around about the 1920s. Curzon Limited and Lang and Company Limited from another pen company in 1928, L. Wilson and Company Limited. This company was initially based at South Hunter Street in Liverpool, the eventually long-term home of Summit Pens Limited. The name Curzon Limited adopted immediately after World War II. So it would appear that this name change was simply a ploy to take advantage of the Summit name, which had been the model name for Curzon Limited, best known pens since the 1930s, and had been a model name since early 1928. And then eventually Summit Pens Limited ceased the production of pens in 1955. So that's a very brief history. So thank you very much to the Summit Pen website online for that information. But yeah, as I said, in my opinion, very much underrated pen company. Also, this pen manufacturer also made pens for other manufacturers, for retail companies, etc., etc. So let's concentrate on this handsome fountain pen. You can see, well, this one is a Summit S-130. And you may look at it and think, oh, well, I've got a similar pen, the S-160. Yes, it's a very, well, basically, it's the same pen. Just get rid of that. It's the same as the 160. In this case, you can see it's got this silver metal trim. The size of this pen From the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 133 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's a lovely 12 millimeters in diameter. And as I said, in my opinion, very, very much underrated. Quality made fountain pens. And as I've just said, as good, if not better, than some of the major manufacturers of that period. And when I say period, I'm dating this pen sort of around about the 1940s. So you can see it's in black. It's got this lovely chasing to the pen. As we've just mentioned, nickel silver lever, a nickel silver cap band there, quite a wideish one. We've got the clip there, very recognisable with the Summit name, which goes over the top of the cap, as you can see there. Very, very nice indeed. So there we go. Couple of little twirls for you to show you the pen in different angles. As I said, to be quite honest with you, it didn't need a lot of work. I've just simply disassembled, cleaned everything internally. We've installed a brand new sack, and it's now ready to find a new home. You can see it's got this section, flares out slightly towards the nib, and the nib, we've got the correct Summit 14 karat gold nib, as you can see there. Quite a nice large nib for the size of the pen, very attractive. There's a sideways view. There's the feed, a sort of typical ladder feed again of that particular period. Everything lovely and clean as it should be. So, a lovely size pen. Even with my large hands, it's a nice, comfortable pen to hold and to use. Now, yes, I know some of you people will say, well, why don't you sort of fill the pen? Well, to be quite honest with you, what I do is I clean everything internally, including the feed, the ink channel, everything is cleaned, new sack. So what I do prefer, I prefer it to go to a new home and let the new owner decide which ink he would like to put in the pen, or in some cases to simply place the pen into their collection. But what we'll do, because I know you people like to see the pen writing, we'll do, as always, a dip test. So let's dip it into the ink. And what we have is a Summit, and this one is the S-130. Made in England, and I would say circa 1940s. It's writing very nicely indeed. Does it have any flecks? No, not particularly, I don't think. Yeah, well, if you look, it's maybe just a little bit. You can see, yeah, just, I don't want to put too pressure on the downward stroke, but you can see it has a little bit of flex, little bit of variation in the line there, as you can see, but a lovely writing, I would say fine, maybe medium line, again with a little bit of variation. So what we'll do, we'll clean that nib after the video, and as I've said, we'll try and find a new home for this beauty, and somebody will enjoy it for many, many years to come. A very handsome pen indeed, in my opinion. As I said, a very much underrated pen manufacturer, Summit. They made many, many different pens. Some now a very, very collectible, very sought after. But as you can see, in this case, a handsome pen. So, I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing them to you people. Don't forget, down below, leave a comment. Don't be shy. Don't forget, give the video a thumbs up as well. Subscribe to the channel as well. But for now, I'm just going to say Slava Ukraini from me in this gorgeous pen. Bye-bye for now.